Yeah, and
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Give 2020 live stream headquarters. I'm getting the thumbs up from my buddy John, who says, yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. So as promised, I fixed the mics here. And that's important because we've got a very special guest here that I'm going to let my buddy Scott introduce in just 1 second. Just as a quick reminder, you can go to www.thebiggive.sa.org to make your donations now. We've got less than 8 hours to go, and we are, quick peek at the site here on my end, over $3.5 million raised. Scott, it's looking like a pretty impressive Big Give 2020 so far, huh?
Yeah, it is. We're pacing very well this year in relation to last year. And look, we didn't really know what to expect coming into this with what's been going on. We're pleased. We're very pleased. I mean, look, in my opinion, whatever we were going to raise today was much needed, no matter what that total is. So let's keep those donations coming in. Again, this is sort of a telethon till midnight tonight.
It is.
We've got a couple more match minutes coming up at 6:15 and 11:15. But even then, just don't hold and wait for those. Go ahead and give your donation. Many nonprofits have matches on their page as well that they've done. So if you go to an organization and you see a match on their individual page, your donation could be matched by that whoever's matching that organization. So all around, it's just an opportunity for you.
There's so many fun elements to the Big Give 2020. Scott mentioned a lot of them there. I've been texting a friend of mine about the game night prize as well, so we'll be announcing that at 10:15 tonight. That's going to go to the biggest single donation between 8 and 10 p.m. So call all your friends, bust out the checkbook between 8 and 10, of course the credit card. Sorry, Larissa. Give Gab, we appreciate you. But we do this all, not for ourselves, we do this for the 500 plus nonprofits that are here in the community. And Scott, I want you to introduce our pal who's here with us as I bring her up on screen.
Yeah, so this, we've been featuring nonprofits throughout the day, and this organization has a particular place in my heart, so I don't choke up. But Sandra Whitley is the executive director of Thrive Youth Center, and I was introduced to Thrive 3 years ago, maybe a little over 3 or 4, by a friend of mine, Carrie Gray, who was working with Sandra to help kind of add more board members to the organization. And I went through a brief orientation and fell in love with what Sandra does personally for Thrive and what you have made this organization into today. I'm a past board member. I'll always be proud of that. I am still a supporter of Thrive. And so what I really would want you to do, Sandra, is just tell the folks like what the mission of Thrive is and what the important is, the work that you do in the community.
So I am the founder and executive director of Thrive, and we opened up February 25th, 2015. And we have an emergency shelter where we house homeless LGBT young adults between the ages of 18 and 24. When we started, there was not any LGBT shelter in the state of Texas. The closest one was Atlanta, Georgia. And the statistics are of the 1.6 million homeless youth, they say that 40% are LGBT. So that's kind of what sparked my interest and dedication over these years to help start a shelter.
And in San Antonio is where are you from? San Antonio? Is that your roots here?
I'm originally from San Antonio.
Okay.
I did live in Florida for about 20 years. And,
me too. Not 20, but.
And came back in 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then started the organization shortly after that.
Right.
So, I mean, it's hard to fathom that before Thrive there was not an LGBTQ homeless organization, much less in the state of Texas.
Right.
But yet you had to go to Georgia to get to the closest one. I mean, has that changed now? I mean, are there other organizations?
Well, we did. So nationally, there still aren't that many LGBT-specific organizations. There might be like 9 or 10.
Right.
Throughout the country. We did help an organization in Dallas. Obviously not financially, but sharing our history, what it took to get started, sharing all the documents, our intake forms, whatever documents they needed in order to start an LGBT shelter. So there is one. I think they have 2 or 3 beds now in Dallas.
Yeah. So beyond just your emergency shelter, the services, you also have programs out where you like some of these kids into their apartment for the first time, and I know you've got some grant funding for that, but like what do you want their donations can do to help you guys serve those kids to the best of your ability?
So starting in 2017, we received a HUD grant that allowed us to place 20 young adults into their own apartments and help pay for that apartment for 1 year. And we've recently received another HUD grant where we'll be able to place 25 additional formerly homeless young adults into their own apartments, and then help pay for that. That one will help pay for 2 years. So if you think about homeless young adults, I mean, they can come straight from the streets. They can come from emergency shelters. So they're basically coming with a bag of clothes on their back. So what we're trying to do in the Big Give is raise funds to help them not just, I mean, it's one thing, it's nice to have an apartment, but an empty apartment.
Right.
So we buy welcome baskets and beds and just
get them set up.
Get them set up in their own apartment.
Yeah.
So they're not coming home every day to just 4 walls.
Yeah.
And trying to help them get set up.
That's great.
So
It's great. And is there
Yeah.
anything else you would like us to know about the organization? I mean, do you have future growth plans, hopefully down the road?
well, we also have a street outreach program where we have 2 people that do our street outreach program to help. They go on the street and look for any young adult
Okay.
between the ages of 18 and 24, and then try to develop a relationship with them to hopefully connect them to services and get them off the streets
Yeah.
and into shelter. And I guess the only thing I would add is, before Thrive opened, these young adults were sleeping underneath bridges throughout San Antonio. So, I mean, just for them to have a place, and, we feel very grateful that, in a short time in nonprofit world,
Right.
we've been open 2.5 seconds, that we've been able to
Touch a
help
lot of lives.
help, so many young
Yeah.
adults. I mean, after we get these housed, we will have put, which will start in October, we'll have put over 100 young adults into their own apartments.
Well, that's
So
amazing.
that's not to mention the 5.5 years of the emergency shelter.
Right. That's
So-
amazing. And this is why, again, one of the reasons I was telling Chris that I personally, my staff, I know Chris does this part of the business. It's hearing stories like that, and I think that's what touches donors. And I think that's the beauty of the Big Give is, go to the Thrive Youth Center page on the Big Give site. There's a story there, a great video. You learn more about an organization that you may not ever known existed, and the lives that they're touching in our community.
Right.
I want to thank you all, number one, for participating in Big Give, doing what you do, for giving me the opportunity to participate on the board.
Yes.
It was a rewarding 3 years for me, and again, the mission is very, very personal.
Right.
And I know from personal experience that this was not around 20, 30 years ago,
Right.
and it's much needed.
Right.
And I wish
Well,
I wish you guys more growth potential, and I hope that in time more organizations will spring up and help
Right.
serve the LGBTQ community, the homeless.
Well, thank you, and thank y'all for what you're doing. I mean, every $5 donation, any donation counts. I mean, that's, plates,
That's it.
utensils, so
Yeah.
any small amount, I mean, really does make a huge difference
That's
to
what-
any nonprofit.
That's what Big Give
you know,
is.
so-
It's those little donations that add up that everyone can make
Right.
at some point during the day. So,
So
if I could
thank
give you a hug, man, I would. You know it, because I'm a hugger.
I
Every
know.
board meeting, I was like, "Come on!" But I truly do love you and what you do, and
Well, thank you,
for the
Scott.
kids. So thanks for coming.
Appreciate it.
Well, Scott, you're making me cry here. Sandra, again, thank you so much for the great work that you do. Sometimes, Scott, we get lost in this idea that, there's 500 nonprofits and we're just watching the numbers climb and everything. And I didn't know this story before
No,
this video. Maybe you guys didn't tell me on purpose. I don't know. But, I like listening to the stories of the different nonprofits. I feel like I have a master's in just learning firsthand, and I like thinking about who I'm going to donate to at the end of the night. And very clearly, I think you've got at least one more donation coming later. So stay tuned for that.
well,
Sorry,
thanks.
I'm just
No, and
knowing. I'm sorry, Scott. Go ahead.
No, it's Jerry asked me, "Do you want to do this interview?" I mean, Jerry's been handling them all day, and I'm like, "Of course I do." This organization really does mean a lot to me, and
You
think about what it would have meant if it would have been around when.
So many of you
I
guys
was here.
probably watching this know Scott. And what tears me apart is knowing how many more Scots maybe there could have been had there been services like this 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And how many more Scots are out there that need a service like this. And hearing that you'd have to go to Georgia, like I live near Atlanta, like that's a long ways. That was not a quick flight the other day.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, had you said like California or Georgia would not have been a city that I would have thought, and to have it here in San Antonio is real special, and I think it's again, I can't say enough, and I don't want to go on and on, but I'm happy to share that. I know.
Unfortunately, Sandra, we're on a very tight schedule, so thank you so much for your time. And thank you, Scott, for coming out here. We're going to roll a little pepper dance here. We're going to reel Jerry back onto the stage here as we continue on our live schedule. So thank you, Scott and Sandra. We got real life Pepper. Come on in, Pepper.
Real life Pepper.
Maybe Pepper can dance with Sandra. There you go.
Completely covered up, so he's very
hygienic.
He's got the biggest face mask in the state of San Antonio. All right, thank you, Sandra.
Thank you.
Can we get a picture with the banner real quick?
We'll be right back. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear Jerry now?
Hello.
Yes.
Tally, can you hear us now? Put your AirPods back in.
All right. Tally, we've been fighting with basically electronic gremlins all day today.
Okay, I'm unmuting everybody.
Okay.
You ready, Jerry?
Sure, why not?
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Big Give 2020 headquarters here. It's Chris Strubb, the Giving Day guy. We've got Jerry back with us. Jerry, been a pretty great Big Give 2020 so far. What do you think?
We've had a little bit of everything, and I think it's all been, for the most part, pretty good.
Things are going well. Things are going well.
We've got Tally, so that's good.
And we've got Tally. So let's bring on our special guest here, Tally from JFS of San Antonio. Tally, give me one moment as I bring you on the screen.
What?
Throw up your website there.
There
too.
she is.
Tally, tell us all about the mission of JFS.
So JFS has been around since 1973, and we provide mental health, social services, and senior services to anyone in need. We actually have a sliding scale fee. You do not need to have insurance to get any of the services that Jewish Family Services provide. I'm so proud that we have continued during this period of time to do all of our services online through telehealth, and we continue to evolve and change during this period of time. So I'm really excited. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited to have you here. So I'm just taking a look at your page here. It looks like you guys have got some really nice donation levels set up here. People can donate money to cover a counseling session, a dollhouse with furniture and family. That's cool. Play therapy sandbox. Looks like all kinds of different tools that you folks employ, there to do your job and follow your mission and do all the good.
Yes, actually today, what we're really looking to raise money for is our mobile play therapy kit. So I don't know if you know what play therapy is, but it helps young children to guide them and teach them about their emotions and behaviors through play. So a lot of what we're needing right now, because we've become so mobile in our counseling skills, we're out in the schools, we're on the north side, we're on the south side, we need toolkits. And their play therapy toolkit to help these kids explore their feelings.
Cool. I mean, that sounds like a very important thing.
Yeah, it's really important, and it's really wonderful. It also helps with transportation, and we're able to take these kids and go out into the communities and help serve these kids.
So basically what I'm hearing is, like so many nonprofits, you guys do a ton of good stuff, and you have a lot of needs, and you need folks to help cover the expenses for those things that you do.
Absolutely. And as we continue to evolve through what's going on with today, with the COVID-19 and the extreme experiences that people are experiencing with mental health issues, we really are there in the community, and we really want to be able to continue to make this impact. And that's what the Big Give does. You guys do incredible work every single year by being able to get all of our messages out to the community.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
we try.
The pleasure is all ours. I mean, we're thrilled that you took some time to chat with us today. I'm always curious to hear a little bit more about your backstory. Tally, what as the CEO, what drove you to get involved in the nonprofit sector and really do what you do these days?
Sure. Well, I mean, I've spent my entire life being a mental health advocate. And one of the main reasons why I think the board selected me about 3 years ago to become the CEO is because I have spent my life talking about the importance of mental wellness and not being ashamed of your own story. So it's my background. It's something that I am a mental health survivor. I am proud to speak about how much mental health services has impacted my own life. And I want to continue to evolve and bring new services to San Antonio because San Antonio is in great need of new expansive mental health services. So I think that it's really my background, really, it's my life, it's my livelihood. I spend a lot of time speaking about this and creating programs that will fill a need and a gap in the community.
I love those stories. Yeah. You're clearly passionate about what you do and at the SR, and we love to have you in our community and our group, and I can't say enough. So for those folks out there listening and watching, please support the Judish Family Service of San Antonio, or JFS. You can find them at thebiggivesa.org. And we are going to say thank us, let you go upon your way and celebrate this you're having today. Any Baby Can next.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was
Thank
great to meet
all.
you.
Thanks, Tally. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
That was Tally Dodge. As you can see,
Yes, it was.
I still have her lower third on the screen, and now it's back to the fellas here. So I know that our friends from Any Baby Can are going to be here any second, as they are texting me right now. So they'll be right into the room as soon as we get a spot for them. And they're, in fact, they are. They're going to get set up here. Jerry, we've got a whole lot of guests still to come here. I mean, the night is young.
Yeah, well, it's not even the night yet. I
Yeah.
mean, the afternoon is young.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but it's not 5 o'clock here.
What's actually, if it's 5 o'clock somewhere right now, we've got a problem because it's only 4:29 here. So
It is only 4:29.
is there somewhere
here.
in the world that's only half an hour of us?
I doubt it.
Well,
Jerry, let's without further ado, let's just get right into it. We've got our friends from Any Baby Can waiting in the room here.
I can't hear you.
I'm hoping that they can hear us because
They
we
got
can
very-
hear you guys. They're giving us the thumbs up, so
We
let's
can
bring
hear
them
you.
up on camera and say, welcome to the BigGiveSA.org big live stream extravaganza. It's nice to meet you guys.
Hi there, how are y'all?
you guys have great decorations.
Hey, we
yeah,
tried.
this is going to win like the nicest live stream stage award. I
Yeah,
think,
most
today.
most blingy set.
Hey,
So
it is an exciting day for us, and we've got lots of other things that we can
And
show
you guys are focusing on the number 10 today. You want to talk about that?
Yes,
Sure.
we do. We want to talk about it. So our goal is to raise $10,000 on September 10th. So we're looking for 1,000 donors to donate $10 so that we meet our $10,000 goal.
Very simple, right? $10 from 1,000 people.
I love it. I mean, I think that's very easy to remember. And you know, you guys are, let's see, I'm just checking. You're on your way. Doing pretty good here.
We are, yeah. We
To reach
we
that
have
goal.
it up on our screen, and we're watching everyone donating. So we're so thankful and grateful for everyone that is making donations.
Well, we'll see what we can do to assist you in that. Anybody that's checking this out right now, $10 is what they're asking for, and you can be part of this push to get to 10,000. So tell us a little bit about what Any Baby Can of San Antonio does and what you folks are going to do with this money and how you're going to put it to good use.
Well, sure. I think what we want to do is we want to give you really 10 reasons why to support Any Baby Can, and that'll really answer the question as to what we do and really where our money is going to go. So I'll let Veronica start. Again, going with our 10 theme, we want to give you 10 reasons why you should give to Any Baby Can.
So I'll start by sharing that Any Baby Can started in 1982 by Dr. American Sokol, and we every year serve over 5,000 families with special needs. So our programs include case management, we've got prescription assistance, health and wellness, autism services programs, and a center for infant and child knowledge.
Yeah, so really all of those services work together to make sure that we can support families to help reduce stress, help reduce the risk of child abuse, and help reduce the risk of family violence. So all of our programs work to make sure that our families are safe and healthy and can move forward.
And what's amazing also about our programs is that we do not charge for paying for our services, so there's no cost. There's no waiting list for these services from and there's no income requirement for these services from
That's right. So I talked about the stress class, right? So we do offer stress for our parents. So we offer a stress class to make sure that our parents really know what the stressors are and what to do so they can reduce that feeling of being overwhelmed. And then we also offer those classes for really anyone in the community. So any nonprofit that's out there, we will also give stress classes because right now it's really a stressful time for all of us, not just for our families.
And in regards to, kind of what is going on now and how we're helping the community, we've changed our services to do everything virtual. We're doing doorstep drop-off, we're having online classes, and how we're helping our families. We had one family in particular that we can tell you about is that they all unfortunately had the virus.
Yeah.
A family of 5 that had the virus. We were able to provide to them direct assistance with food, water, cleaning supplies, and we helped with other provisions as well. So I think that's really amazing that we were able to step up on that level considering what's going on and to add that we haven't stopped our services.
Right.
We have continued and we're working harder to ensure that we're able to service our community.
Yeah, and really we use technology to make sure that we can help them. So we use Favor to deliver, Amazon. So, if we can't go and drop things off, we're going to order them and have them delivered directly to their door. And so another thing we help the family with, so a lot of families right now are at home doing virtual learning, right? So we had a couple of children that needed some help to be able to do that. So we bought some iPads. So we got some pictures last week of a child sitting in front of the iPad, actually interacting and working. So it's really that we're able to do that and help families and help the children be able to still go to school.
And here's an individual and that we need to serve babies, but we actually service adults and seniors as well. And so that is through our prescription assistance program. So we're able to help adults and seniors receive medication, whether they have low medication or coverage, or no coverage at all.
Yeah.
So we're able to help them obtain those prescriptions through our prescription assistance program.
So right, anyone, any age, they would access those medications. And really we do a lot, that's for the community, we do more for the community as well. We do safety training for our first responders, for teachers, educators, and really anyone in the community that wants to learn. So, years ago we had Rudy Alejos, a little boy who died in the fire. So we wanted to make sure, and his mom, Abby, wanted to make sure that no other family would have to go through that. So we created ABCs of Safety, Rudy's Legacy. So we go and train people on how to interact with individuals who have special needs, like autism, right? We want to make sure that all of our kids can communicate, first responders can communicate, that we keep our children safe. So that's really important to us to be able to do that.
Yeah, and another way we help within our community is we have a center for teen and child loss. And so that's going to assist when dealing with the loss of a child. We can help with the offset of the cost of the funeral expenses and the bereavement services, as well as receiving counseling and assistance and guidance through that process.
Yeah, and so Veronica mentioned our name, Any Baby Can, right? So again, people get confused, but again, we help a lot of people in the community. And this summer, we were so happy that we were able to help with food. So Be a Champion is a company that we collaborated with, and we served over 38,000 meals this summer. So families would show up here at Any Baby Can, and they would pull up, and they would get meals for the whole week. So over 38,000 meals were served to our families. So that really was anyone in the community. So I say our families, but it's anyone that needed help with food. There's some great resources out there for food, but we know that everyone's been overwhelmed with the amount of needs that are in our community right now.
We're just amazed to be able to put those
put that information out there and tell families, please come on to the time and just to give a week's worth of food, away with social media.
Yes.
And during this time too, families feel isolated, or sometimes when they receive the diagnosis of their child, they will isolate from their family, which is really unfortunate, right? But it happens, and that's what Any Baby Can does. We become the extension of their family.
Yes.
We are that hug to that family. And one family in particular that we receive your cause we just service is Melissa and Kirk, and she is out of town, and she wrote into our front desk receptionist because she was so helpful to her. And I had the honor to meet her, and she just shared that she no longer felt alone. She is now part of a family, and so grateful for what we've done for her.
Yeah, definitely. And, continuing with the helping the community, we worked with Cultivate Behavioral Health and Education, and we were able to get 800 masks for our families. So we were able to give that away. Yeah, we can't hear it. I don't know if y'all can still hear us. Okay, we just can't hear you. But so we were able to give masks away, and really, again, people needed those items. So we didn't spend money on those things, but now we still have so many families that need those type of things. And, you asked us, where does the money go? Why is this money important to Any Baby Can? And really, we've seen a 251% increase in crisis needs for our families. So that means families that we were working with said, I'm in a crisis, I need financial support, I need to help pay for food, for bills, for all kinds of things in that family. And so, it's been coupled with, a decrease in fundraising.
Yeah, about 52% decrease in fundraising, of course, to all in-person canceled events. So it's just amazing that the Big Give is still putting out their efforts the way that you guys are and helping the community to this manner. So we're very grateful for that. Thank you.
Yeah, we can't hear you guys.
Oh, there we go. So basically what I'm hearing from that is you guys do everything, you never sleep, always need more money to do more stuff.
Well, what I would say is our staff, right? Our staff have been amazing. We transitioned to work from home back in March, and none of the services have stopped. Actually, services have increased. We've seen an increase in need from our family. So we've got incredible staff, incredible board of directors that have really stepped in to help, and incredible donors. So we're just so very thankful to everyone for helping out.
Well, good job, you guys. Keep up the good work. I'm sure, I wasn't kidding, I'm sure you're exhausted all the time with all that stuff you're doing, but it's all important, and you're doing very well. Thank you. Any Baby Can, $10 at a time gets them to 10 grand on the 10th.
We love that number 10 so much that we booked everybody in 10-minute increments. So we at Any Baby Can have to squeeze.
Yeah, we're right on board with the 10
plan. We encourage you to go check out Any Baby Can on their social media channels and everything. So I'm getting that bell. It's 10 minutes. So we will say goodbye to you guys. It was great to meet you. Thank you so much for your time. And we're going to transition
Best
right
of luck,
into
folks.
Our next guest is coming in. That's going to be Gizmo's Gift. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. So, Jerry, we are rocking and rolling. It's funny, every time I work a giving day, I say, once we start to get the hang of it, the day's over.
Pretty much.
So, I'm hoping that the folks at home can see and hear us okay. So if you are watching, leave a little thumbs up in the comments. That's why I keep looking over at John and I keep getting the thumbs up and he's telling me thumbs up, so that's good.
Send up a balloon or something, like do a flare. We can hear you.
Yes, the we can hear yous are always encouraged.
20 to 5, and I think every piece of electronic is finally working.
The mic seems to be okay, right? I mean, I think we're doing all right. I'm going to bring on our pal Lisa from Gizmo's Gift here in a second. But before we do, I'm going to ask Lisa if she can turn her phone horizontally. We're going to look a little better if she can turn that phone horizontally.
She's doing it. Nice.
There she is. And
we give that a 10 for execution, Lisa.
Yeah. Lisa, welcome to the stream. Happy Big Give 2020 day. Can we hear Lisa? Lisa, you want to say hello? Mic check, mic check.
Hey, how are you guys?
Yay.
Perfect. Lisa, I'm very curious. Can you tell us all about Gizmo's Gift?
Yes, I would love to. So Gizmo's Gift is a nonprofit I established after being in the military. I served as a vet tech, and so I was taking care of these working dogs firsthand, and then was able to adopt them, and realized that there was nobody out there providing medical care for them.
There you go.
So I ended up establishing Gizmo's Gift, named in honor of my first working dog, Gizmo. Our main mission is to provide free medical care to any active duty or retired working dog, whether they're military, police, TSA, Border Patrol, and so on. But we also help reunite handlers with their past working dogs and offer free transportation to their forever home and send care packages to our deployed canine team.
Lisa, I am just getting myself back on screen here. Sorry, as we're scrambling around. What an awesome mission. I'm curious, can you tell me and tell the hundreds of millions of people watching on the BigGiveSA.org right now, someone makes a donation to Gizmo's Gift right now, or better yet, maybe, I don't know if you want to, if you're gunning for one of the match minutes later, but if someone makes a donation to you guys in the next 7 hours and 17 minutes, where exactly do those dollars go?
So that's going right into our medical fund, as I'm sure every other nonprofit across the Big Give has experienced. All of our events were canceled. So our pretty much donations have come to a stop because a lot of those were huge money makers. And so this would go right into our medical fund. And our medical fund is there for emergency care, routine care. Also, we provide wheelchairs for dogs who are off lane and or who have any issues with their hind legs, degenerative joint disease, cancer treatment, and so on. So it's going straight into our medical fund, which has pretty much been depleted because of COVID. So we appreciate any and all donations.
Lisa, I love hearing stories. Again, we have a limited amount of time, but I'd love to hear your story. Why did you get involved with Gizmo's Gift?
So I got involved mainly because of this Gizmo. Gizmo was my dog when I was in the Army. He was one of the dogs that I cared for as a vet tech. He was an Air Force dog down at Lackland, and he was my very first medical emergency. I spent a full 4 days with him to take care of him. Then I was able to adopt him when he finally was medically retired. And because of that experience, I had to get a part-time job while still in the Army just to provide the care that he needed. And so I was looking around doing research, and there was nobody providing free medical care to these dogs. And I thought, if I'm having this difficult time, having to get a second job, I said that would be such a travesty if a handler who was deployed with this dog or whatnot wanted to adopt a dog and couldn't because of finances. So I ended up establishing Gizmo's Gift because of Gizmo and my experience and what I went through with having to work 2 jobs just to provide him the care he needed. So, and we've helped probably about 180 dogs through our 5 or 6 short years of being in existence. And it's been amazing. And just being able to see these dogs live a long life, it just keeps me going.
Jerry, we're reaching that hour of the day where these stories are starting to hit me in the feels, man. This is the second one in an hour.
As they should.
It's incredible to hear everybody's stories, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Lisa.
And these dogs are just so special. One of my favorite cases is a dog named Paco, and he and his handler hadn't seen each other in 2 years, and Paco was actually injured over in Iraq and received an honorary Purple Heart because he was wounded. And I was able to pick him up from Fort Hood, Texas, actually brought him home to my home for a couple of days, and we drove up to Nebraska. And that reunion was just the most amazing reunion ever. There was not a dry eye. Paco, immediately heard Brad's voice and knew that was his human, that was his person, and just ran straight to him. It was amazing.
Yeah, Jerry, go.
Lisa, you broke Chris. That's all right. I mean, hopefully you've broken some other folks out there too. I have a particularly soft spot for animals. I'm a big believer in the love and necessity of animals and the importance of rescuing them and the people that go with them. So
Yeah, and I do have a special guest, Tozo. He's our ambassador and my 4th retired military working dog guide, Dr. Yelwin. Yeah, okay, let me
Yeah.
just right here. Come here.
we love special guests.
Your beautiful face.
Oh.
Puppy.
Come here.
That I don't know if either one of you have heard, but that's not a lap dog.
And he does. So actually, when I'm laying on the couch, he'll try to get up on me. I'm like, so you're like, show me.
As long as both of you are having fun, it's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, Katie, I'm gonna let folks know that
It's
with
Lisa,
that.
but okay.
Eh?
It's Lisa.
It's
What did I
Lisa.
say? Did I say Katie?
That's
well,
okay.
That's Jerry's nickname for you.
I'll be whoever you want me to be.
fair enough. Lisa, which is also a 4-letter female name. We had Katie before. I'm going to let everybody know that they should go to your page and read your stories and look at your donation levels. And you've got a video and a lot of text and an amazing thing you do. So we are wishing you the very best and hope you get just a ton of donors between now and then and are able to continue what you're doing for a long, long time.
Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
Lisa, thanks,
Lisa.
for taking the time. We appreciate you very much. That's Lisa Phillips from Gizmo's Gift. Jerry, if I had a nickel for every time I accidentally stumbled over a nonprofit representative's name during a giving day, they'd be naming giving days.
At least
after
I
me.
had the right gender and the number of
Around the
letters.
US. What are we doing here, Jerry?
We are going to.
We have some time here. We're gonna loop
bring
some,
Pepper. I think let's do a live Pepper thing.
Before the stream started, Jerry was telling me how much he wanted to dance with Pepper again. That's what I heard.
No, I don't think that happened. You didn't hear that.
That's what I heard.
That's.
Oh, we have another guest in here now. Is this SJRC?
Sure.
Hello, SJRC.
Hello.
Okay, good. Love your nails.
Oh, thank you. It's not my time yet. I don't know if I'm on.
You know what?
film.
It works.
Are you ready, or do you want to come? Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Look at her. Of course she's ready.
Yeah.
She's peppy.
She's born ready. Well, we're ready for you. Are you? I'm sorry. Are you Kiana?
No, I am Millie. I am going to replace Kiana today. I am the development coordinator.
Okay. Let me just. So, if you're curious how the sausage is made here at the Big Give live stream headquarters, I get to type people's names in here. So you're going to watch this. This is going to be the first time this has ever been done in live stream history. Can you?
I don't believe it.
Can you
I think you've done it at least one other time.
Name for me? Is it?
Oh, first name Mildred, Milred. Last name Monreal, Monreal.
Oh, Mildred. Oh, I've got you in here already. I also had Cynthia. Is Cynthia going to join us?
No, Cynthia's not going to. She was originally, but now I'm by myself.
All right.
The short straw or something?
Yeah, they played rock, paper, scissors, and Mildred lost. That's what happened.
All right, you're going on, Mildred.
One of us has to go hang out with Jerry right now. Mildred, I'm sorry. It's a seniority thing.
Jerry's starting to get a little slap happy. We don't know what he's going to do, so good luck.
Mildred, let's get serious here for a moment. SJRC, tell us all about SJRC and what you guys are all about.
Well, SJRC Texas, formerly known as St. Jude Lands for Children, has been around since 1994. So we're going on over close to In fact, over 30 some odd years we've been in the area, even beyond before that. So we have a very profound history in the Hill Country. So SJRC Texas cares for children who've been separated from their home due to abuse, abandonment, or neglect. We also have other programs such as Parent as Teachers, where we go into the home to assist parents. We also have our licensing for foster care and adoption. And now we are getting ready to, we have a capital campaign going on where we're raising funds to build a multi-purpose building on the campus for our kids. In 2018, we partnered with the University of Texas Charter School System to have a charter school on campus for the children we care for, to better serve them. And now we're building, we're in the works of creating a building for them.
And
I had kind of, oh, there you go. Nice.
Sorry, if you missed it because I had Jerry muted, he said, nice.
Nice.
And then I said,
but it was really,
then I said, great segue, Jerry.
It was a very emphatic nice.
Good.
So let's just chat about your page here. This is what I always do. I just kind of glance through what everybody's got going on. So you had a couple of matches that have already been fulfilled and completed. Good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, our friend Mr. Harvey Najan.
Yes.
We got some Orsinger founded. We got they're on our banner. They're one of the main sponsors of our overall event. So you're doing well.
Thanks. We can't thank the friends of SJRC enough. We're super excited. We're blessed to have them, and we couldn't do what we do without the community. So this has been just a great day in general.
I think it's easy to tell that Mildred and the whole team at SJRC has that very likable vibe. Like if I was a philanthropist, I would have Mildred on the phone. Like I want to sponsor SJRC someday. Save this. Good thing this is on YouTube, Mildred, because now you can play this back for me in a couple of years, right? So I'll make sure my name's up on the screen while I'm saying it too. There you go. So now you really got me, Mildred.
Yeah, hopefully they have done some fundraising or donor relations or smiling at people, something.
Well, they do. As a development coordinator, me alongside Cynthia, Tiana, and also Lacey, our community outreach coordinator, that's our goal. We're just out in the community. So you mostly see our faces. If not, then you'll see our CEO, Tara Beck.
Well, you want to know what the most important quality is in a fundraiser? Bubbliness.
What is it? Yeah, you know what? I hear that all the time. So I'm happy to say that. I always we talk about our team being very bubbly. So that's good.
Well done.
Mildred, let me ask you while we got a couple more minutes here. You know, you've, as Jerry said, you've made it through those matches on the site, which is great. So talk to me now, how does a nonprofit like yours reorganize at this point? How do you know, we've still got 7+ hours to go. So what do the new goals look like for the rest of the night now?
So pretty much once we met our goal, we immediately let the entire staff know. And as a development team, we just started now pretty much sky's the limit. So we continue to reach out on social media, continue to make phone calls. You'll still see our faces. We still push forward as if that goal was not met. We don't slow down at all.
I think that's a great plan. I mean, you can even go online and just change your goal if you want and be like, hey, peeps, we got a long ways to go here. Our goal is not 40,000, it's 70,000. So help us out.
So we're doing fingers crossed. We're hoping we can double it, so we can't do that without the community. So we're saying, let's go next year.
Okay, folks, you heard her. Go online, unless you're there already, thebiggivesa.org. And SJRC is who we're talking to right now.
That's my new best friend, Mildred. We're best buddies now. This is how things work.
Mildred and her team of bubbly fundraisers.
Mildred, you on Facebook? We're going to be friends here in about 5 minutes. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, actually, Chris is sending you a friend request right now.
Awesome.
So please go on, give these folks some love. They have been around doing great work for a long time.
Yeah, Mildred, I'm going to throw one more question at you here while we still got some time. Talk to me about the nonprofit community in San Antonio. I mean, obviously you guys do great stuff with SJRC, but tell me about what it's like. You have friends at other nonprofits? Do you go to events and stuff and network with others, in the nonprofit space? Like, talk to me about the culture here in San Antonio, and then talk to me about how you guys kind of work together as a nonprofit community to lift one another up.
Definitely. I'll be the first. I don't know if you've heard this before, but I always say that to work for a nonprofit, it's not something that you say when you first, when you get out into your field or professional is saying I'm going to work for a nonprofit. It's pretty much where you find yourself. There's almost this fate that draws you into nonprofits. So whenever we're out in the community and we start meeting other nonprofits, it's great to start sharing that space of, okay, we're giving. It takes pretty much hand in hand. We all work together. We all can coexist, and we fill in these gray areas that private sector or that government sector can't give. So we all know pretty much each other's goals and what we want to do for the community. In general, we want to make the community better. So just meeting anybody, I've already made nonprofit friends. We share this love for wanting to just create a better tomorrow here, definitely here in San Antonio.
Beautiful. Can I use that?
Yes, absolutely.
Jerry's writing that down.
I can just go play it back.
Mildred, we are thrilled to have you, if not here, then here with us on the live stream. We really appreciate you. And so thank you so much for taking some time today to chat with us. We want to wish you the best of luck with doubling that 40K to 80K. So
yes.
We'll let you get back on the phone. We'll let you replay this video for everybody. And of course, we'll keep an eye on your social media channels and everything as well. You guys doing any Facebook Live or Instagram stuff or anything tonight as well?
Yeah, we're going to have some more. In fact, our show around 7:30, and we'll probably have a couple more lives from there.
All right.
Apparently, they read your book.
And they read my book?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's very humbling. So she's one of the 7.
I think it's 8 now. I read it, but I didn't tell you.
Oh, Jerry. Thank you, Mildred. We'll let you get going.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. And thanks for popping in on short notice there. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. Jerry,
yeah.
Serendipity right there. We were about to...
I know, that was perfect. And that gives us a little time to talk to about a few folks that we have not mentioned yet that we need to. So, I'm going to pull something up. Give me just a second here.
Okay.
First of all, we want to say thank you to Century Heights, which is the building that we're housed in, for letting us use this super amazing atrium to do our thing here.
Yeah, I wish I had the live shot here.
Yeah, where's the live shot?
Keep talking, I'll fix it.
Okay. They've been very good to us and very generous in letting us do our presentation here. So thank you, folks at Century Heights. Thank you to Tiff's Treats for bringing us in 700 cookies, which is pretty much what's going to keep us going through midnight tonight. We would be in trouble without those. They were super tasty. Who else do we want to thank, Chris?
I don't know.
We want to thank American Airlines for bumping Chris off his first flight. That worked out really well for him. I'll be right back.
Jerry just walked off camera there, but we'll bring him back there.
There, how's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
I was trying to get Big Give in your shot.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not like I'm not wearing the hat and the shirt.
We're going, actually, right, you don't know it, but right now we're going for most branding in one shot ever.
I got some magnets. I got some
Nice.
Team
I mean,
Strub. I didn't bring a book.
Between Team Strub and Big Give, I think we've got about 37 different logos in this one broadcast. So,
if you weren't sure which Giving Day you're watching right now, this is the Big Give 2020.
Then the video is not on.
Yes.
Okay, let's get Pepper up here. I feel like Pepper's basically just sort of over there, sort of withering in a chair.
Yeah, come on over, Pepper. Why don't you keep Pepper on Jerry's camera there?
There we go. I'd interview Pepper, but Pepper does not talk.
So, Jerry, tell me about the history of Pepper.
You mean
What's
as
the
a
story of
vegetable in
Pepper?
general, or as a mascot? 'Cause I can't really speak to the biological history of a
Give
pepper.
me the etymology of pepper.
We decided that we needed, a personality. For
By the way,
Big
this
Give.
is the exact opposite of what Jerry wanted when he said, "Let's bring Pepper on." He was like, "I need a break," and then I was like,
Did you see me
Let me
like
lock
taking out
Jerry-
my ear? I was like, okay, water and a bathroom break. Nope. You're going to talk about the history of a vegetable.
Jerry, we can finally say that it is 5 o'clock here in San Antonio.
Right. Shortly after 5 o'clock, which is...
Jerry, enjoy your bathroom break. Go grab a beverage here.
I would say that Pepper's doing a great job of rocking it behind me, though.
So we'll let Pepper keep dancing. Jerry, you can take off, and I'll...
Chris is over me now.
We'll be back. Yeah, get Scott back out. Give me Mercedes. That's what we really need.
I'm going to send in Money Mercedes.
Go get Sades.
Yeah, she needs to take
It's
a turn.
after 5 o'clock.
Yep, okay.
Pepper, you can keep on dancing us out here. This is the Big Give 2020 live. We really appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you're having fun with us as this day has drawn on. Again, my name is Chris Strubb, the Giving Day guy. Maybe we're going to try and set a Guinness World Record for how long a dancing pepper can go here. He's having fun. So thank you so much to everyone who's been watching. We want to say a special thanks to John Largent, who's taken off here and his camera's off, but we could not have done all this without him. So thank you, John, from Game Day Media. And we will be back we're going to keep this stream going because we'll be back with Girls Inc. There you go, John. There he is. He's dancing us off there. We love seeing it. Jerry and I will be back in about 10, 15, 20 minutes. So we will see you then. Thank you, Pepper.
Here you are. Be good. Best of luck. Yes, ma'am.
Unmute. Hi, ladies. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
I can't hear her now. They can hear me, but I can't hear them.
I can hear them, but they can't hear me. Can you hear me well or just kind of?
One of them just left. No, your mic is on.
Just before I had myself in the headphones.
Oh, nice.
Is it turned off? Oh, my mic is turned off.
Hey, there must be
My
a
mic was
minimum.
turned off.
How does this thing work again?
Got it.
Hi, Leah.
Hey, Jerry.
Can Leah hear you? Can Leah hear us? Hi, Leah.
Leah's waving at me. She says,
I'm waving. Can you hear me?
yes.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
This is going to be another one of those I can't hear them, but you can. So
We were having that problem when we tested too.
here we go.
Here we go.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. It's the Big Give 2020. It's Chris Drubb, the Giving Day guy. Our guests are dancing in the green room, which I love to see. We love that spirit. Nobody tell Leah that she's not actually on camera yet. Nobody tell Leah that she's not actually on the video yet, but we're going to bring her on in just a second. Again, today is the Big Give 2020. Jerry, is your mic on or no?
Well, I turned it off to try to get it to like rejoin the party.
So you can hear me?
I can hear you. I can't. I got nothing.
Is it turning back on?
It's on. Oh, I never should have left.
No, you should hear it now. Now it's showing on.
Nah, I got nothing.
Jerry, that's what happens when you take a bathroom break.
Let's bring our guests in.
Yeah, why not? Leah, you can kind of hear me, right?
I can kind of hear you.
Yeah, I'm coming through Chris's mic. That makes me so sad.
Hey!
Take it away, Jerry.
Yay, pom-poms.
We used these pom-poms last year during the pep rally, so I thought I'd bring them out again.
I know that's another sad face, the no pep rally.
I know! We were out there with signs and pom-poms.
I don't think you
Chris, you gave up your mic? Is that the deal?
This one's blinking now.
Cue them up and let them talk for a minute.
All right, whatever. It's not about me. I keep saying that. It's not about me.
It's not about me either. It's about this amazing, strong, smart, bold girl who has joined us today.
This is about the girls.
Please meet Amaris. Emma, say hi. Introduce yourself.
Hi. Can you hear me okay? Okay. Hi. Emma, this is Wendy. I'm a sophomore in Redmond High School, and I'm a member of the Girls Ministry.
Nice.
Emma,
Oh, now
speak
it's
up a little bit. How long have you been involved in Girls Inc?
I've been involved since 8th grade, so that's when I joined the Eureka program, and I'm now a sophomore.
Cool.
Ladies, can you hear us better now?
I did a second ago, and then the background, you were clear, and then it sounds like a wind tunnel or something.
I think our marks are back at least.
I can hear you better.
Okay, perfect. And I can hear you. You know what? We'll take it.
We're in hour what? 9, 10, 11, somewhere around there.
Oh, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. What's most important, of course, is our wonderful guests here from Girls Inc. Leah, can you take a moment and tell us all about what your organization does and why today is such a great day for everybody who's watching to support Girls Inc.
Absolutely. Well, I usually say when I introduce myself that I am Leah Rosenauer, and I am the president and CEO of Girls Inc. of San Antonio, where we inspire girls to be strong, smart, and bold. Yep. So our mission is to tell girls ages 6 to 18 that they are strong, smart, and bold. That they can achieve anything they want to achieve, that they can become and do anything they want to do, that they have rights, they have the ability to have interesting jobs and take their place in the world and advocate for themselves and others. It's all about strong, smart, bold. We do our work in out-of-school time. So like many of the agencies that are participating in the Big Give, we work with girls after school, on weekends, in the summer, during spring break. In light of COVID, however, we have opened our doors. And so we see girls right now, during the day, we want to be available for them to come to us, to be online during school, when they can't be at home and they don't have adult supervision because, parents have to work. Parents have to still get out and do what they have to do. So we are providing daytime programming when usually they're in the school.
So basically your workload has quadrupled in the last 6 months.
Not only has it quadrupled, the need is not only crazy busy, but different. Because we work on the whole girl. And when we work on the whole girl, when COVID began, that may have been more food insecurity. That may have been more transportation problems. That may have been more mental health issues. Because you bring your whole self everywhere. So if you're struggling with connectivity at home, to get online, to connect with your friends, if you don't have your own laptop, if you have one laptop, with 4 siblings, all of that stress builds up. And so we are here to support the girls and their families and make sure they have everything they need.
Amaris, what do you have to say about that? So I completely agree. When I first joined Girls Inc. Eureka, I felt this immediate sense of positivity and just being welcomed in a great environment where I could learn along with other people and other girls who are just as passionate as I was in being our strong, smart, and bold self. I kind of feel like it's my second home. Like it's a place where I can feel comfortable to express myself and be interested in things that girls aren't always empowered to do. But here, I feel very empowered, very strong. It's just that's the word you really heard. I love that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet Leah really likes that answer.
I really like that.
Then that's not acting. It's not rehearsed. That's totally from the heart, and we can tell. So, thank you, Leah. Thank you, Leah, on behalf of all the, hundreds, thousands of people that you are helping and lives that you have changed. So,
Thanks, Gary. And I love
we're-
this day. The Big Give is one of my favorite days of the year. I have 2 screens here. I'm pretty lucky. So I can see on my other screen, this community has already come together to donate to over $3.7 million. In the middle of a pandemic, what San Antonio shows the world is that we can come together to support each other. And that all of the nonprofits that are participating help elevate and better our community. And there's no better way to spend your time and your money than today during Big Give. Girls Inc., of course, but find something you're passionate about. With over 500 organizations, almost 500 organizations, there is something you are passionate about. And that's what makes today so inspiring, because it takes all of us. It takes all of us to elevate the community.
I think that's very well said. And I had no idea we were at $3.765 million. As a matter of fact, you've completely ruined the surprise for me. I was TiVoing it.
He's got it on his DVR. I think we need to have these ladies come in and replace us for the night shift here.
Seriously. She has pom-poms.
So I disappeared here for a moment, as did my audio, because the batteries in my mic died, which is apropos for this hour. Now.
Usually it's right around now.
Yeah, batteries are starting to slow down. But Leah and Amaris, you guys...
If you had watched your training video, you would have known about how long the batteries last.
That is the best Chris Strub burn I've heard all day.
Seriously.
That's very, very well done, Leah.
You didn't even read your own book.
I think that the nonprofit council will like watching this replay for that sick burn.
We're gonna love it.
Ladies, thank you so much for taking the time. Amaris, you must be thrilled to be participating in the Big Give today too, huh?
Yes, sir. I'm very excited.
So it's a long night ahead. We're gonna let Amaris stay up, and
I think it's Amaris.
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 Amaris. Amaris.
Amaris.
Amaris. I'm so sorry. See now Jerry and I have both screwed up a name. Well, Jerry called Lisa Katie before, so
that's worse.
Close enough.
Yeah. And we're in separate rooms to do this. That way we can talk to you without having to wear, masks.
It's true. It's true. Although we got
separate rooms.
looks like we all have the fancy masks going on. Did you catch our Big Give masks? There you go. Look at that, Girls Inc. Awesome.
Perfect. Chris and I were just talking about trying to get the most possible branding in one shot. So now that we've got
I think Girls Inc. is going to take our
Girls
record here.
Inc. plus 57 Big Give, it's 195, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect.
So, Jerry, we're going to let these lovely ladies go, and we're going to encourage everybody who's watching to go learn more about Girls Inc. on their social media channels. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all sounds good to me, right?
Yes. We are 60% to our goal. Like many other nonprofits today, our goal is $10,000 for September 10th. So we're 60% of the way there. So $10, $20, $25, it all helps. So thank you.
Yeah, and don't forget, we've got another match minute coming up at 6:15. $10,000 to match gifts going to as many nonprofits as possible before that money runs out, which, let me tell you, is really fast. So get your gifts in your gift baskets for Girls Inc. and get ready to hit donate at 6:15 so you can get that gift matched and doubled for them.
Thank you so much, ladies. Best of luck, and maybe next time we'll catch you in person. Appreciate you guys. We need pom-poms. Jerry, where are our pom-poms?
Look, that was on your list.
Photoshop in the pom-poms here on the video. Come on.
If you can Photoshop some pom-poms, that would be great. I'm going to go make
email
some
Switcher. We'll see if we can make that happen. Thank you, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay, Jerry, we are going to take a quick break. We're going to keep the live video going, though, and we'll be back, I believe, with our our postponed buddy Armin?
Yes, we are.
In a few
we're going
minutes?
to talk to Armin in 9 minutes.
Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to roll our little sponsor video here for a few minutes, and we'll be back with Armin Bombajanian from the World Affairs Council, formerly, of course, of Big Brothers Big Sisters.
That guy's moving on up.
He's to the east side. To the east side? Is there an east side of San Antonio? Are we on the
There's
east side
an east
of San
side
Antonio?
of everywhere, unless you're an.
Or you're a flat earther.
Oh.
We're in that hour. We're in the flat Earth hour.
Those darn flat earthers.
Scott said he wanted the broadcast to be fun. The best way to do that is to just keep on going. So,
I find that not sleeping for like 2 days makes things a lot funnier.
All right, we'll be back shortly with our buddy Armin, of course, no fun at all. That Armin guy.
No,
so
super boring.
we'll be back in a
6
few
minutes.
That was tough for me to get out there for some reason.
Okay.
And then this is not muted.
Do you have
Armin? Can you hear me now?
That's better. Now that you've stabilized.
Armin, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Ah.
I can hear him.
Okay, I can hear you now, dude. All right. we're live now. You can see the broadcast. Let's get going.
All right.
A, B, C. Hey, Jerry, we're back.
Yes, we are. Thank you for noticing.
Thank you. Yeah, well, noticing, I was the one who pushed the button. Jerry, it's Big Give 2020 Day here in San Antonio. Still. This gentleman who's coming in now has become one of my best friends over the years. I actually met Armin at a conference a few years ago in San Diego, back when, back well before coronavirus, but also before Armin got this new job here at the World Affairs Council. And I'm really thrilled to introduce Armin and to hear more about the World Affairs Council. I know Armin's also a big fan of live streaming himself, and so it's kind of ironic that our connection broke down earlier, and that both he understood what we were talking about when I said things aren't going well, we need to postpone, and we're good enough friends that Armin wasn't like, I hate you, forget it, see you later. So that's just the kind of guy that Armin Babajanian is. Armin, welcome to the stage.
Thank you.
Better late than never.
Thank you.
How
well,
are
you know
things?
what? I blame all of this on Jerry.
I would.
Yeah. I don't. Chris had nothing to do with it.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? I know where your office is, buddy.
Yeah. Jerry's the one you got to deal with year round, man. I'm only here a couple times a year. So, Armin, I know you were on. I know you were on with Scott this morning, so hopefully people were able to catch that conversation as well. But for anyone who might have missed that, tell us more about what you guys are doing with the World Affairs Council and what you guys have cooking today during the Big Give.
Well, Chris, thanks so much. I really appreciate you, and I'm so glad you're physically here in San Antonio. And you know, we started at 8 a.m. this morning, and we just finished a few minutes ago. We had our special tequila presentation, and I will say I had my fair share.
Alrighty.
But the gentleman we had on, he was promoting his own tequila, which it's called Tears of Llorona, and very fine product. But in between all that, we had 10 programs, including the last one. So a total of 11 programs today. We are just under $1,000 to hit a $10,000 mark.
Wow.
And we typically raise maybe $2,000. So we really appreciate the community for standing up and for participating, not only supporting the World Affairs Council, but other nonprofits. And so, you know, we're still going on. We don't have any more programs, but we'll still want and seek your donations. You know, this is what we do all the time. We do this in person, which is programming, and we just altered it a little bit to make it virtual.
Yeah, I mean, I think 2020 has been the year of altering. You know, you've again in your prior life with Big Brothers Big Sisters, you guys would throw one of the biggest parties during the Big Give, and of course we're all a little brokenhearted that we don't get to gather there tonight, as has become an annual tradition. I see Jerry kind of.
I hear there's actually a party at Armin's house, though.
There's a party at Armin's house.
Well.
According to Jerry, yeah.
Well, he's got tequila, so.
Here, I could show you a little bit. That's my white people. That's my little board here.
I love it.
And my screen.
Nice.
And you know what I have underneath there. And just a little tour of the house, and
there's us. There you go.
And there's us, yeah.
There you see
I
it.
remember, and Chris, I deliberately did that for you because I remember you you mentioned in one of your presentations to show your surrounding.
I love it. I love it. It's great that we were getting some fun feedback from Leah from Girls Inc.
Not Katie.
Not Katie. We're Jerry and I are at the double checking everybody's name before we actually say it, which is why we saved Armin for last, because Armin's nice and easy to remember. Armin, I know you've probably done this a dozen times today, literally, but I want you to give me the 60-second spiel on the World Affairs Council.
Not a problem, my friend. World Affairs Council, to put it simply, we have programs to educate the community about international affairs. We do that by putting on discussion panels, presentations, speakers, and we bring people together so that they can ask questions. They can feel and touch what it means to see someone from Korea, Belarus, Ukraine, Germany, Australia, and be able to ask those questions directly. You can read about it, but how cool is it where you can actually talk to the person? Now virtually, of course. But even with the virtual world, we were able to talk to a young man from Ghana who's doing a lot of stuff with youth in advocating for youth education in Ghana. We were able to talk to someone in Beirut when the explosion happened. So what we do, I feel, is very important, especially during these times when people read about news and events on social media and they aren't able to really grasp what is happening. And so we take San Antonio to the world and bring the world to San Antonio through programs like the ones we had today.
I love it. I mean,
Jerry's
who doesn't like that?
Always Johnny on the spot. Armin, we really appreciate you taking the time to come on and rescheduling with us. Of course, we appreciate all the awesome work that you've done with the World Affairs Council here in San Antonio. And again, it is good to be here in San Antonio after that was obviously in doubt for a few months. Armin is one of those guys that if you work in the nonprofit sector in Bexar County in this area, surely you know Armin, and he's a good egg, Jerry. He's a good egg.
I like him.
And we like to joke a lot, but a little, yeah. I mean, he's not as good an egg as he would have been if there had been tequila here for the Giving Day guy, but it's okay.
Hey,
we can make that happen.
You do know where we are, right, Armin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Never know.
The night is young. The night is young.
I mean, you step up your game. You can come in and live stream while you're live streaming. It'll only cost you one shot of tequila.
Well, I think we really appreciate your time, Armin. We've got some more guests to line up here. You and I could talk all day. We need to catch up, so maybe
Yes.
I'll give you a call from Charlotte Airport tomorrow or something if my voice comes back after we continue to push through here with the live streaming for the rest of the night. Armin Babajanian from the World Affairs Council, thank you for all of your great work, and maybe we'll see you. I'm sure, if nothing else, we'll catch you next time at the next Big Give here in San Antonio.
One last thing, if those who are watching, and I don't know if you've plugged yourself because you're a very humble guy, make sure you follow Chris on all social medias that he has. There's a lot to be learned from that young man, and be sure to follow his advice and direction. And I was going to give up on live media until I met him, however many years ago that was. So,
July
thank you
2016.
for being here. Wow, that was.
Yes. Sorry, July 2017. The years are all getting mixed up. July 2017. But Armin, the feeling is mutual, man.
Well,
thank you for having my back.
Thanks for the nonprofit council. Thanks to Scott and Mercedes and even Jerry. And
I thank you so much for the shout out, Armin.
Buzzinga. Armin,
all right.
We appreciate you, and we will talk to you soon, all right?
Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good one.
All right, see ya. Armin Babajanian from the World Affairs Council.
Armin is probably about as tired as we are.
Who do you think is live streamed more today, us or Armin?
Oh, I don't know. It might be him.
He's been on all day.
I think he's literally all day. I took a break. I mean,
so Jerry, what do we have coming up next? Well, we got a match minute coming up.
We do. We have a match minute coming up at 6:15. 6:15. I had to double check.
15.
I know, right? It's
It is really cold in here. I don't know, like, if you guys can see me shivering and stuff. Like, it's cold. What's the temperature outside?
It's currently 70 degrees.
It is not 70 degrees in here. Like, it is.
No, it's like 65.
Yeah. So, we appreciate you guys watching, tuning in, supporting the Big Give 2020. Use that hashtag Big Give 2020 on all your social media channels. Tag us on your Instagram stories too. Oh, I was gonna take a selfie with Armin in the.
Fired.
Every year I take a selfie with Armin and I missed it. We'll have to do a screenshot. I'm gonna play the Pepper dance videos here. Pepper is shivering over on the other side of the room here. Pepper, you want to come dance to like?
Yeah, let's have Pepper dance it out for a minute. And we're gonna be back in about I don't know. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Who's coming on at 6?
Nobody.
Do we
Us.
have a? Oh, okay, just us. All right. We'll be back in a few minutes. And Pepper, you can keep dancing on Jerry's camera there.
Dance it out, Pepper. Yeah.
And thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back soon. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our Big Give 2020 live stream. My name is Chris Strubb, the Giving Day guy. And in case this massive graphic that I just put over my entire body here isn't enough to tell you what's about to go down here, we've got our fourth match minute of the day starting here at 6:15. So if you're watching our live stream right now on the website or on YouTube, that tells you how long the delay is. I mean, it's a significant delay. And so I want to remind you, do not wait for me to tell you that it's 6:15, go donate. I want you to keep an eye on that. Maybe you've got a Fitbit like I've got, or you've got your iPhone, or you've got your iPad or your laptop or your clock. Make sure that you are watching the clock in your home, in your office, wherever you may be. I don't know who's yelling at me. Jerry, you can jump back to your station if you want. 6:15, we've got our fourth match minute of the day. There is a $10,000 pool that you can win some additional dollars for your favorite organization. We are live, right? Yeah. Skip ahead to live broadcast. There we go. So Jerry's back here. Jerry, I hope you don't mind. I just started without you because it was getting close.
Well, that's fine. Whatever.
Who just joined the room? You don't need to be in the room. You don't need to be in the room. It's just us, right? Sorry, sad face. Jerry, what's a...
Fine, I didn't want to be in the room anyway.
We'll be back in there later, don't you worry. Jerry, what's a match minute?
It's the coolest thing on earth. Match minute. So for 1 minute at 6:15, 6:15 is in 2 minutes, folks. $10,000 is in a pool, and we will match every single donation up to $100 until that $10,000 is gone. I will tell you, at 3:15, the $10,000 lasted exactly 7 seconds.
7 seconds?
7 seconds.
Wow.
So what that means is, if you want to donate to an organization, you want to get that donation during our match minute, I would recommend that you go right now to thebigsa.org, find the organization that you want to support, put in your donation amount, put that in your checkout cart, and hover over the checkout button. And as soon as you see the computer or digital watch, not the analog watch that's always off by 5 minutes.
Yes, and again, not by listening to us tell you.
No,
go
because our
donate.
delay is like 10 seconds.
It's more than 10 seconds.
If you've got an atomic clock, that would be perfect. It's tens of seconds.
It's tens of seconds.
Right. So basically, you've got like 40. You've got some, not a lot. As a matter of fact, by the time you hear this, it's almost too late.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So we're going to watch. This is the best part of the day. We're going to.
Yeah, I'm going to put the website up here on the screen.
We're going to watch the website, and we're going to watch the money pour in by the tens of dollars.
Ooh, it's flying.
It's not 6:15 yet.
No, but they're starting.
They're starting. This is like.
I'm going.
Chris broke it.
Scott's here yelling at me again. There it is.
Like when you go, if you guys have ever been to Vegas or one of those bigger gambling towns,
Yeah.
and you see the super mega million slot machine, and the totals just, like climbing up and climbing up. Well, that's money that you can't ever really have. Nobody wins that. This is money that people are winning right now.
Fly, tick, tick.
So we don't have a camera on Scott, but he is watching his phone intently. So again, we hope that you listen to me say, don't wait to hear it live. But if you're watching on replay, you are seeing that number fly by here on the screen.
That's going.
We'd love to hit 4 million here during the match.
I think we can do it. My microphone hates me again. It's making me insecure,
Is it-
Scott.
It's working though, right?
No, it hates me. It might be because I'm not in the room, so I'm not hearing.
Yeah, you're not hearing.
I'm not hearing anything. Why do I have those in? Those are doing me no good.
3.92.
They're just using up battery. Aha. This is going. It's almost like watching the ball in Times Square drop. Like everybody's just riveted.
If there's an echo on this video now, I apologize. I'm not sure where it's coming from. Again, we had John here monitoring the live stream most of the day, and
I blame Armin.
John had to take
Almost 4 million.
We're so close to 4 million.
3.946. Is your clock ahead of? Is your count ahead of that?
Scott needs to refresh. So I would like to say on behalf of all the nonprofits that are the beneficiaries of all this generosity. Ooh, we're going to do it. We're going to do 4 million while we're watching. I really want those pom-poms. Leah! Why did you make me want pom-poms to cheer with tonight? I have none. I don't even have any arts and crafts stuff to make them out of.
We are pretty close here.
I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to do 4 million during this match minute. Oh, yeah, it's happening. This is probably really not the best TV, them watching us watching the same screen they're watching.
No, but at least I'm going to get Scott Cam.
Ooh, that donor count just went up.
I've got Scott Cam. I wish I had a little logo for Scott Cam here.
Scott Cam. I wish we could do the party poppers in here, but we can't do it.
Here it comes. We're at 4 million.
4 million.
4 million. Ooh. Scott Cam.
Pepper
Where's
Cam.
Pepper?
Pepper Cam.
Scott, there he is.
Pepper, get up here and do a
Come
$4
on,
million
Pepper, we need that
dance.
4 million dance. Dance for the dollars, Pepper.
That's inappropriate.
Sorry.
We're gonna get
flat
we're
earther
gonna get
hour.
calls from people. Nice.
Yes. Thank you, San Antonio.
Scott, take my mic here and tell us what $4 million in donations means to the San Antonio community.
4 million to the nonprofits in San Antonio and surrounding counties means a great deal, especially now. I mean, more than ever, this is a time of great stress for the nonprofits. Needs, as you've heard throughout the day, we heard Leah from Girls Inc. say their services are being stretched and they're adding more services, serving more clients. And a lot of the money they've lost during the spring and throughout the summer and looking into the fall, this day is helping out tremendously. And you all are making it happen. And we couldn't be more pleased and more thankful from the bottom of our hearts, as we know all of our nonprofits are. So thank you for making this happen. Keep it up, though, because we still have a little less than 6 hours to go, and you've got until 11:59 tonight to donate. We have one more magic minute coming up at 11:15, so that's our last one of the night. And so please stay up, start donating, keep donating, and keep that support going, because again, we all really appreciate it, and thanks for the support of our nonprofits.
Yeah. So 11:15. Like Scott said, one more chance to get on there and get your money doubled. Chris and I are going to do our darndest to stay up and stay amusing and entertaining between now and then. Scott's my boss, so if he says I'm staying up, I guess I'm staying up.
All right.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what else to say. I feel like we've presented some really compelling stories today,
Yeah.
and I've loved having the nonprofits both come in and join us virtually and tell, some stories that are pretty moving. I mean, you got to say, Scott comes from a TV background, and I would say that back in the day, they would say that was damn good TV.
It really was. I mean, to do this all day with the setup that you all have in a space like this, that's pretty beautiful. It's a little loud, but
Slightly
I think
chilly.
you made it happen. And look, I think the nonprofits that you had come in are really appreciated. They're appreciating the time they've had, and we've heard some nice things from them and compliments for being on. So I think it's important. That's what it's about. It's not about just showcasing us and what we do and all behind the scenes, but it's also showcasing what's most important is the missions of a lot of these nonprofits. And there's so many more on the site.
Scott, sorry, I'm stealing the mic back from the boss here because I just want to make this point that no matter whether, and Scott would back me up on this, no matter how many little mistakes we make, I think the ultimate point is that the Nonprofit Council is really doing everything we possibly can to try and support and just make as big a deal as possible out of the Big Give 2020. And we do that knowing that all 510 of the participating nonprofits are doing the same thing at the same time. And that's really what it's about. It's not about doing more live streams. It's not about, who has the best this or the most viewers or the most Instagram comments or anything like that. For each organization, the goals are different. And our goal with TNC, Jerry, is to try and make sure that every nonprofit out there that set a goal today reaches and exceeds those goals. And
I think ideally that is exactly what we're shooting for. And I'm not sure the precise number. If you said 510 and then you probably know better than I do.
Actually, 509.
509. Out of 590, 460.
Yeah.
At least some donation today.
Yeah.
That's 460 organizations that without this event, more likely than not, probably wouldn't have received those donations.
Could you go in one place, on one website, on one day, to give to that many organizations, or have the opportunity to give to one or more of over 500 nonprofits in our local 15 county area? There's no other place.
And if we're all doing our jobs, anybody that's come to this site, we're hoping they will have looked around and said, "Holy cow, there's a nonprofit that does this thing that I really care about." And so not only am I going to give to this nonprofit that I already knew about and cared about, but I'm going to give to this other one that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is going to wrap it up.
I think so. On to 5 million.
On to 5 million.
Scott, thank you so much. We'll Clorox wipe the mics and everything down. We're doing everything that we can to socially distance here too. We'll be back, Jerry, at
Sereven o'clock.
Something o'clock.
So
we've got another solid hour of live content for you.
It's coming in at 7 o'clock. Ian's Foundation is going to be here in person. They're going to join us. And I only know who they are because I scheduled. So, but I wouldn't have known. We've got actually a really good hour next hour. We've got Diamond Dachshund, who everybody loves.
You thought Jorge brought the views. Just wait till we get Lily in the room.
Wait till Peanut comes on. And my wife and I have Dachshund. I mean, I know Scott used to have a Dachshund, and I will have a Dachshund quite soon. Everybody write in and tell Scott that he should get a Dachshund. If we get 100 people tonight that comment
hashtag Scott get a Dachshund.
Hashtag Scott get a Dachshund. Scott get a Dachshund.
Oh, Jules is going to be all over that.
Jules, I hope you're listening.
Jules, yep, we're waiting for you, Jules.
6-7 more guests tonight, and then we want to spend a little bit of time talking about some of the folks that have donated monetarily to make this thing go.
Pepper's still going behind you, by the way. Do you see it? He has not stopped since that 4 million.
I know. Did you see him on that Orange Theory commercial? Like, he's the vegetable that everybody's trying to beat.
I love it.
Right? He's got the, his heart end, and everybody's like, that lost to the stupid pepper again.
Did you go Google the pepper etymology after I put you on the spot
I did,
a couple hours
actually.
ago?
I did. I know all about
I
peppers
can't
now.
wait for Scott to rewatch all these videos next week.
That's going to be like, they said what?
Wait till you get to Flat Earth Hour. Like,
All right,
we're reaching that point.
We're going to get out of here. We will be restarting the stream just shortly.
Oh man, wait, we got Sades. Can we get Sades Cam too?
Oh, Mercedes. Mercedes has come out of the cave.
Dance us out, Sades. We'll be back at 7 p.m.
Lasso it. Do the lasso.
We will.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a little while. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Okay.